The Graduate Management Admission Council of America, which conducts the most premier B-school entrance exam in the world called GMAC, has made its first ever acquisition of a test asset in the world by assuming ownership and management of NMAT, which is the entrance exam for NMIMS. So, first question is, what is NMIMS's strategy behind this decision?
Well, one of the biggest reasons why we decided on moving in this direction was that we had been offering NMAT for the last 5 years, and we had done it successfully. We had created a history in this country in the sense that we were perhaps one of the best known tests which was student friendly, which had all the features that GMAT was offering. But we realized also that after having conducted successfully NMAT for last 5 years and having grown over the last 5 years in terms of the number of applications, as also in terms of the student satisfaction with the test, we felt there is a need now to go global. We also realize that when we go global, we will have to invest a substantive amount of money in not just merely conducting the test, but even in terms of development of the test and the technology. Further, the pace at which the technology was changing, especially when it comes down to security, we realized that NMIMS could not really cope up with that kind of an investment requirement. And if we didn't really put in that kind of an investment, then there was always a greater probability that at some point of a time or another, we would run into a difficulty or some bottlenecks in some respect or the other. The development of the test inventory itself is a specialized art. Unlike, especially when it comes down to psychometrics or psychometric validated tests. Unfortunately, when you look at the psychometrically validated test, we don't have that kind of an expertise very commonly available in this country. So we have to be dependent on the expertise available in the world market, in which case against your cost goes up. So looking at all this, we felt that, well, this was a time when we need to look beyond. There's another reason behind it. We wanted to explore other geographies. We wanted to offer the test in other geographies too. By our own selves, we couldn't have done it because that would have meant me having to invest in technology, test centers, and other logistics. All this was not something that we could have done. One of the important facets of globalization of an institution today is that if you are able to globalize your processes, that will enable you to bring in people from the world market into your campus. Not only that, you will be able to bring in people from the world market, you will be able to export to the world market your thought process itself and your ideas. So with it was with that kind of a perspective, we said that one process that we need to globalize is our admission test process. So with that kind of a perspective, we were looking for somebody who could really do it well.
And who better than GMAT?
And who could be the better than GMAC, who are the world leaders and perhaps the only agency and the only organization that has so far successfully conducted the management admission tests in the world for almost more than 8 decades or so.